Apple and Meta are two very different companies. While they are both extremely successful in the technology sector, Apple is already appearing to hurt Meta's business long term. This started with app tracking transparency last year and will soon expand to the virtual reality market. So in today's video, we'll find out how Apple is choking off companies like Meta, and take a look at what this means for the future. In April 2021, Apple released iOS 14.5, which included a new feature called App Tracking Transparency. It allows iPhone users to decide whether apps can track them across other apps to deliver targeted advertising and collect personal data to sell. The new option made iPhone users very happy, but companies that depend on tracking for their sales were not pleased. And there was a lot of backlash from these companies, specifically Meta, which was known as Facebook at the time. They claimed that the feature would, quote, make the internet much more expensive. But that's exactly the problem that this update was addressing. Just like flooding the oil market with more oil will make it cheap, flooding the internet with personal data from unsuspecting users makes online services free. This data is used to help deliver targeted advertising from Meta and the companies it sells the information to. So it's no surprise that over 95% of Meta's revenue comes from advertising. And when that revenue stream is crippled in any way, it poses a major problem for the company. The Ask App Not to Track feature is projected to cost Meta $10 billion in 2022, and Apple is completely responsible because they prioritized user privacy over Meta's earnings. However, recently Meta has been working on developing a new category of sales. They're entering into a massive project called the Metaverse, which they announced at a keynote in October 2021. Meta already massively subsidizes the cost of Oculus VR headsets, and the Metaverse will primarily be a means of better utilizing that hardware for interactive experiences with other people and places. The technology already has a lot of potential, especially in research and education settings. But this is where Apple will kick Meta out of the virtual reality market. They're rumored to be working on two potential products, a VR headset and possibly AR glasses that would adapt to their real-world environment. And there is a fairly high chance that these two products will dominate their respective categories. This is for a couple of reasons. First, they would work seamlessly with the existing Apple ecosystem. There would be familiar software customized for these two products, and the integration with apps would be unmatched by any other experience available. Second, Apple almost always has a serious impact on product categories whenever they enter into them. When they entered into the music player market with the iPod, sales for that industry took off. When they introduced the iPhone, the smartphone industry had to reimagine what a phone could do. And it's highly likely that the same thing will happen with Apple's VR and AR products, inevitably taking sales away from Meta. Okay everyone, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.